Hollywood is a place where dreams are made, but it's also where some of the darkest secrets hide behind the camera. We often hear about actors caught in scandal, but directors, the visionaries who run the show, have had their own shocking falls from grace. These are the stories of 5 American filmmakers whose careers ended not with a final cut, but with a prison sentence. Roman Polanski was one of the most celebrated directors of his time, with hits like Rosemary's Baby and Chinatown. But in 1977, his career imploded when he was arrested in Los Angeles and charged with drugging and sexually assaulting a 13-year-old girl. Polanski pled guilty to unlawful sex with a minor, but before sentencing, he fled the United States. Over the decades, he's been arrested abroad multiple times, including in Switzerland, and has fought extradition back to the U.S. While he's never returned, the shadow of his crime follows him wherever he goes. John McTiernan, the man who gave us Die Hard, Predator, and The Hunt for Red October, seemed untouchable in the action film world. But in the early 2000s, McTiernan became embroiled in a bizarre Hollywood scandal. He had hired a private investigator to illegally wiretap a producer during a movie dispute. When the FBI questioned him, McTiernan lied. In 2013, he served a year in federal prison for making false statements to investigators. For a director known for tight, suspenseful plots, his own downfall was a script no one saw coming. Then there's Victor Salva, the filmmaker behind Jeepers Creepers. In 1988, while shooting his first film, Salva sexually abused a 12-year-old actor and filmed the assault. Police found child sexual abuse material at his home, and Salva was sentenced to 3 years in prison. He served 15 months before release, but his return to filmmaking sparked outrage. His crimes remain one of Hollywood's most disturbing open wounds. Randall Miller's story is one of tragedy on set. In 2014, while directing Midnight Rider, a biopic about Greg Allman, Miller led his crew onto an active train trestle without proper safety permits. When a freight train came roaring down the tracks, camera assistant Sarah Jones was killed and several others injured. Miller was charged with involuntary manslaughter and served a year of a 2-year sentence. The accident became a turning point in Hollywood's conversation about set safety, and a warning about what happens when deadlines outweigh human lives. Finally, Charles Band, the low-budget horror king behind the Puppet Master series and dozens of cult classics. In the 1990s, Band faced financial fraud-related charges after his video distribution company collapsed. He was arrested, served short jail stints, and fought multiple lawsuits. While not as violent or sensational as other cases, Band's fall from the top of B-movie filmmaking showed that in Hollywood, fraud can kill a career just as quickly as scandal. These 5 men once controlled entire film sets, directing the movements of actors, cameras, and crews. But in the end, they couldn't control their own actions, and they paid the price. For them, the bright lights of Hollywood have been replaced by the cold glare of prison walls. In an industry built on fiction, these crimes were all too real.